Hey everyone, Harry here to talk about the curveball, the knuckle curveball, the spit knuckle curveball that got served up in the Bragg Manhattan DA trial yesterday. And I gotta say, there's the old, since we're talking in baseball, there's the old Lefty Gomez. I don't know if I may be too old for anyone, but I used to be a baseball sports writer. But the old phrase, it's better to be lucky than good. And Donald Trump, in his absolute complete campaign, relentless to get any delay he can, has been lucky, sometimes good, but mainly lucky. He's been certainly lucky that this whole Fulton County debacle involving, personal conduct with the DA has come his way. And now, so just yesterday, the Manhattan DA writes a note to the judge for the case, the Alvin Bragg case. I hate almost to call it a hush money case because it's really an election interference case, but hush money kind of identifies it. Basically, he pays off Stormy Daniels and then misdescribes things illegally to keep the voters from knowing a fact that he thinks could really be pivotal in the election. But anyway, that case due, if nothing else, not the biggest case out there. In fact, the smallest case out there, but still a real case, a serious case, and a case that is ready to go in a couple weeks. All of a sudden will be at least 30 days delayed. And why? Because the Trump team has issued subpoenas to a number of folks, including the Southern District of New York, which had an investigation, remember Michael Cohen's problems, et cetera, that has to do with this case and might have important evidence, even so-called Brady material, that is evidence they can use to help theoretically either exculpate Trump or impeach, which is the same thing constitutionally, impeach the witnesses against him. So the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York, and God knows why, we're trying to figure this out. And my 7-letter, well, 9 if you count the question mark and exclamation point, I think stands from yesterday, which is SDNYWTF. But they get a subpoena in January, but they comply with it just yesterday, and there's more yet to come. So there's all these documents. Remember, they subpoena. You can subpoena a DA for documents, but if the DA doesn't possess them, there's no constitutional obligation to get them, and that includes so-called Brady material. But once the DA does possess them, or the defense possesses them, because finally the SDNY complies with the subpoena, now, they have a due process right to use them, prepare their defense, et cetera. So Bragg's office comes in and prudently says, this came out of we didn't know this was happening. It's a lot of pages. Indications are from a quick look and sort of leak behind the scenes. There's nothing incendiary in there, maybe a couple nuggets that the defense can use. Nevertheless, this kind of late data dump caused Bragg to say we would agree to a 30-day continuance. The defendants came right in and asked for a 90-day. So that's going to be the first tough tussle. Will this put off the case, which had been scheduled to start jury selection March 25th, 30 days or 90 days? And if Merchant holds 30 days, will Trump try to appeal that to the appellate division and say, I need more time, et cetera? So, he won the lottery somehow, just a gift from the gods of federal and state litigation, that this cache of materials comes in quite belatedly. What's the deal? The Southern District of New York, it's not the time or place to go into a whole history of, but they are within the Department of Justice, called the Sovereign District of New York for their reputation for acting independently and maybe even in ways that are, maverick and cowboyish. There's a story here. Don't know what it is, but that's the kind of lucky break that Trump got on this one. I see no scenario yet where this case is pushed to be threatened with not going forward in November. But still, he takes the delays as they come and then tries to, take it from there. That's especially clear, say, in Mar-a-Lago, where Judge Cannon keeps indulging him with 2 weeks, 1 month kinds of bite-sized delays that in pretty short order will add up to getting him over the finish line of November. Anyway, SDNY comes in with this material. The Manhattan DA's office said, okay, Judge Merchant, we recognize we need to give them at least 30 days. So we'll see what Merchant rules about how much time. And the best case scenario is 30 days. I would think, from what I know, that that's about right as opposed to 90. On the other hand, we have another dump coming next week somehow from the SDNY, and there's some sort of whispers that might still not be the end of it. So on this one case that isn't the biggest marquee but was going forward, Trump catches a meaningful, if not totally pivotal or definitive break. Things get pushed forward and we're still in a holding pattern. Do they come to a point where they're beginning to overlap with the Chutkan trial? So Merchant steps back. Right now, 30 days is the day before oral argument in the Supreme Court on immunity. Do the defendants say to the judge, let's wait now for that? But we're talking a few months there, I think, till we would get an opinion, and then you'd have to figure out its meaning. But, he obviously lives to fight another day, and that other day is delayed at least 30 days. So, you want to sort of tear your hair out at the concatenation of breaks he's getting in case after case. But I'm not here to tear my hair out, but just to give it to you straight. Maybe next time you see me, I'll be bald, but I won't do it on screen. But that's the story today with the DA case. It now gets pushed back at least 30 days because of some, as of yet, not explained maneuver by the federal Southern District of New York U.S. Attorney's Office. Talk to you later. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video and other Talking Feds content, please take a second to like and subscribe. Talk to you later.